Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and always go beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee. Let's get started with a tag. Even though it's not Tag Tuesday, let's just pretend that it is. Because I'm behind on my tags, and so we'll get one out of the way today. This is the Read Smart tag, and it is created by two readers it may concern, and prose and petticoats. And to be truthful, I cannot remember who actually tagged me on this. I will look up that information and try to get it in the description box. So, um, yeah, let's get started with prompt number one. What is your strategy to stay focused and engaged while reading? Well, one of the things that's key for me, and probably a lot of people, in this day and age, is to uh, take your phone and just put it aside somewhere. Because it seems like no matter how hard I try, I end up with some apps that are on notification, and I'm getting, dings and pings and ringing bells and things like that. Um, no matter what, whether I want them or not. So, uh, what I do is I will take the sound and turn it all the way down, unless I'm expecting, an important phone call or something, and I'll just put the phone in another room. And that is the most effective thing by far for me to stay focused on reading or anything else for that matter. So, prompt number two is how does your environment influence your focus, and what can you do to optimize it? Well, when I'm really into a book, then I won't even have to concern myself really with what's going on around me. I'm pretty good at blocking things out. So, one thing I do appreciate: my comfortable chair, comfortable pillow, my blanket. This is my reading spot. Place for my coffee or other drink of choice. After that, all you need is your book, good one, some good lighting, and you're ready to go. So, prompt number three: what methods do you use to retain and recall information from what you've read? Well, again, that's something that I really no longer concern myself with that much, since I, don't read for my profession right now. I read for enjoyment more than anything else. But for my channel, and ever since I've had the channel, I will sometimes reread the synopsis of the book from the jacket or from Goodreads before I do my book review, so that way characters, time, place will all be fresh in my mind, and I'll be able to give accurate information as I'm doing my review. Number four is, how do you approach difficult or challenging material? Well, probably the biggest challenge that I have had recently with reading information has been information I've read about the type of cancer that I have. And for that type of reading, really wanting to have a deeper understanding of the information, I'll read and then reread the information as necessary. In that case, I probably would keep my phone or iPad nearby so that I can look up any terminology and get maybe a better or different definition of it, so I can, not a different definition, but maybe something worded in a different way so that I can have a better understanding in my mind of what exactly it is that's referring to, and again, have a deeper understanding of the material that I'm reading. And it's important to understand, of course, the definitions. And then I also watch medical presentations on YouTube. I mean, obviously, you have to be careful about what you're watching, but sometimes you can watch something that was presented at, like, say, a breast cancer seminar at, Duke University, at Mayo Clinic, at Cleveland Clinic. I mean, you can look up all the doctors that are presenting if you want to, but that's another way to hear and sometimes see graphically from their PowerPoint presentations, different information, again, just presented in a different way about the cancer or whatever it is that you're trying to find out information about. And that will also kind of help with retention and understanding of information that's a little bit more complex. So number 5 is, what role do note-taking and annotation play in your reading process? Just for general reading that I do for my enjoyment, I generally don't take notes at all. Unless it is medical information that maybe I want to ask my doctor about, and then I'll just, make some handwritten notes, or maybe something in the notes section of my phone, one of the apps that takes notes, and keep it for the next time that I meet with my doctor. Prompt number 6, how do you balance reading for pleasure with reading for personal or professional development? Yeah, that is something that you need to strike a balance. It was more of an issue for me when I was working as a professional nurse, of course, but in general, I still enjoy reading medical information, so that's good. I do get email bulletins and updates from different sources about medical subjects that I find interesting, and I still read them pretty much on a daily basis, really. The difference now is that I don't read any patient charts other than my own, and I don't read information that, like, I would be tested on, such as something for a job, or for my continuing education credits or something along those lines. So number 7 is, what is the importance of setting reading goals? Well, I think with any goals, whether it be reading, exercise, personal goals, something that is a yearly goal that you might set for a new year, I think that a good thing to keep in mind is to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Goals are important to consider and to set, but sometimes they have to be modified, or even in some cases just set aside. It's great to have the goals, but it's not so great to hang on to them unnecessarily, or force yourself to do something that really doesn't benefit you or is no longer a priority for you. So set goals, but know when to let them go, know when to modify them, and take a look at them. I mean, you wrote them for a reason, so if you take a look at them and see how things are going at different intervals, you might be able to update to something that makes a little more sense for you. Number 8, what are some of the strategies for overcoming reading slumps or lack of motivation? Well, what I do in those cases is I go to humor. If I've just read a book that has pushed me in some way, maybe it's challenging subject matter, or it's something that is, just emotionally provocative, then I'll go ahead and balance it with something humorous, more lighthearted, and just more kind of fun in general. So, all right, number 9 is to tag some people. Okay, people, you're tagged. If you want to pick up this tag, it's a good one. It's worthwhile because it does get you to think a little bit about your goals and kind of like your how-to of reading. How do I accomplish the kinds of things that I intend to accomplish with my reading? So it's a good one. I thank you as always for watching. If you like my content, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Take care and have a great day.